Welcome to V.V.R. Your place to discuss all the current and past games you enjoy. We hope you enjoy the show and can join us. We will see you in the chat box. To get on the show, follow the Discord link. Join up, read the rules in the welcome channel. When you have read them, put a check mark reaction to the rules. After you have done that, head to V.V.R info and follow the pinned instructions. Then jump into the waiting room and we will get you on when we can. Thank you for listening, and we hope to see you there. We will be starting shortly. Enjoy this track by Wheeljan Zandra. It is called Woodlands.
Hello everybody, welcome to V.V.R, your place to talk about games and everything else. And today, as always, my co-host, or the other host, I don't like saying co-host, it's Infinite Gamer.
Hello there guys, how's everyone doing today, man? Welcome back, awesome to have you here as usual. Got a few topics lined up for today. I'll be playing Warframe, if anybody has heard of that game but not actually played it. Currently started again the other day, so I thought I'd give it a blast and stream as long as it doesn't destroy my internet. Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. I that intro didn't work because my audio wasn't actually set up.
Oh, you tool.
What?
You a tool. Hello there, Universal Moderator, and hello there, Fusion as well, man. Awesome to have you back. And Universal Moderator, I don't think I've seen you on my stream before.
It's Veteran.
So... Oh, is it Veteran?
Yeah.
Hello there, Veteran. You sneaky bugger.
Oh yeah, I'm not being a tool. I forgot that. I changed the scene, right? We have more than one scene, and I forgot to put in my mic because I forgot that I cleaned out my computer. Remember that problem?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's the one thing I forgot out of everything. Forgive me. So my introduction didn't happen. Yours did. That's on my end. That's my bad.
What you like, eh? What you like. Ah, well.
I'm an idiot. That's what I'm like.
You
So
always
yes.
have hiccups. It wouldn't be fun if we didn't.
True. So yeah. So to answer your question, Douglas Pine, we are, just doing basically Element 5 dropped there during the week, and obviously we only do the podcast once a week on a Sunday normally. Infinite had some stuff to do yesterday, so we moved it to today.
I had a charity fun run, 5-kilometer fun run, which absolutely killed me and has killed my back.
Oh,
Well,
God.
we raised a fair bit of money, so it all gets to a good cause. That, and I got a KFC as well, which you can't go wrong with.
Okay. Universal moderator in the chat with a quote from my last stream. Well, one of my last streams. I want it so that people actually forget to regenerate and actually have to have a challenge. Maybe die or something like that. Alpha Pix is on free healthcare 2018.
He's never going to let you live that down, is he?
No, he's not. But what I was saying wasn't outside of the realm of possibilities. I found that ridiculous the way I went to a space station and didn't have to go to one of those little health stations.
Yeah.
And pay for health. That's all I was saying. Like, maybe, because I just went to the space station. Then I asked somebody in the chat. I was like, all right, what do I do now?
It's nothing. You're already healed magically.
Exactly. Yeah. And I don't like that.
Yeah.
You need a risk reward ratio there, Douglas Pine says, I have listened to the audio but not seen any vids on it yet. Sounds like a rather big change from what we have. Yeah, we will be running through that. We have audio, the clean audio, and then we've got one that we kind of spliced together with all the different things that we found, including slowed down versions of some of the noises that most people didn't hear. We kind of picked out some of the words. We also transcribed it so we can read it as well. And for any of you guys.
We have indeed. So yeah, we will be playing those. I don't know, when do you want to play them? Do you want to do it now or?
Yeah, we're better off doing it at the start because, as Douglas said, some people mightn't be in here for a long time. Yeah. So.
Infinite, if there is Feather being asking you to make him a mod, do not do it. Why is
there's
that?
A what?
Feather being.
He's on that Featherbean person is on Law of Evolution stream, I think.
Yeah, I have
what I seen earlier.
Before.
Okay. Right, yeah. So we shall play this audio. Then we're going to be very quiet while we play it.
Shall do. I'll just mute my game sound at the moment.
Cool. Are we playing the first one and then playing the second one back to back?
Yeah, we may as well. We just play.
Okay.
So the first one we play will be the actual original sound file, and then the next one's got to be the remixed. Yeah.
Yep.
Give me 2 seconds. You Kid Gamer Infinite. You were quiet as hell, man. Ew, am I? Not good. That any better? Anything I could do?
On my end, you sound okay. But,
yeah, I think I accidentally toggled the volume down on OBS.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So yeah, let me know if that's any better. No, not really. Universal moderator says sounds fine to me.
Well, he is a troll, so
yeah, it's hard to believe him.
Yeah. He tries.
He does. He does indeed. But yeah. Okay, so play these now.
Yep.
On the count of 3.
I already started. On the count of 3.
Solar flare caused frequent base eruptions. Crew completed their work with minimal loss of life. Collected minerals highly valuable. Assisted Corvax with industrial mission. Salvage crew performed cleanup operation on nanite-infested abandoned buildings. Nanite bone contained harvested valuable scrap. Found large mineral deposit during planetary survey. Collected significant volume of ore. procedure failed to note elevated radioactivity. Contaminated material loosen the hold. Components burned. Returned home to the fleet. Assumed formation of capital ship. Awaiting data. Stopper. Highly equipped. Solar glare caused frequent gas eruptions. Crew completed their work with minimal loss of life. Collected minerals highly valuable. Assisted Corvax with industrial mission. Salvage crew performed cleanup operation on nanite-infested abandoned volcanoes. Nanite well contained. Harvested valuable scrap. A large mineral deposit during planetary survey. Collected significant volume of ore. Core mineral analysis procedure failed to note elevated radioactivity. Contaminated material loosen the hold. Components burned. Returned home to the fleet. Assumed formation of capital ship.
Okay, alright, mine's done. Hello?
Yep, mine was on a delay
right.
because I started a little bit after you.
Okay.
Yeah, so you played both of them, yes?
Yep, both of them straight through.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's all.
So I mean, it is difficult to make out anything really. There's only a few things that that I find quite easy to make out and that actually stand out to me.
But we worked hard and we transcribed that into actual. We wrote down what we could. We enhanced some of the things. We even reversed some. Well, one of the things needed to be reversed in order to hear it, and we found something I don't think anybody else has actually found yet.
Definitely, I haven't seen anybody else say anything about it. So
yeah. So, what would you like to do? So, will I read it out?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to read the transcript out that we've written up, and then yeah.
Okay, so it starts like this, and I'll only stop to say like things that sounded like it sounded. Some things sound like it didn't. Okay, like well, the nearest I could have possibly say, that's what I put down on the transcript. Whether or not it actually is it, like I'm about 80% sure that some of these things are correct, but some of them mightn't be. So it says, we couldn't stop it. It burnt out all of our equipment. Solar glare caused frequent gas eruptions. Crew completed their work with minimal loss of life. Collected minerals highly valuable. Assisted Corvax with industrial mission. The salvage crew performed a cleanup operation on nanite-infested abandoned buildings. Nanites have been contained. Harvested valuable scrap found Vervidium deposit during planetary survey. Collected significant volume of ore, and then the machine noise plays that we both all heard. Both mineral analysis procedure failed to note elevated radioactivity. We are carrying the material loose in the hold. Help is on its way. Returned home to the fleet. Assumed formation with the capital ship. Corrupted data.
Right, so go on.
No, that's basically it.
I was just going to say that's basically what we got from it, and like Alpha said, there are certain bits in it that that we're not like 100% sure on. They're just what we think we heard. So I think we got it near enough spot on. Like I can't.
Yeah, we could run through what we've heard. That is different. Like that is hard to pick out, and the reasons why we chose them. You know.
Yep.
If you want.
See you later, Vedran. It was awesome for you to jump in, man. And yeah, if you're still streaming later on, feel free to come back on. It'd be awesome to have you here. And hey, Wayward Druid as well. Yeah, sorry. What was it you was saying?
No, we could just run through what we heard basically. From that.
Yeah. So I mean, you pretty much basically said it spot on to me earlier. Like it sounds like some sort of mission or story mission, perhaps with actual dialogue cutscenes.
Yeah.
Like put into the story missions.
Yeah.
Which I think could be like freaking amazing if that is the case.
Yeah, it would be really cool. Like, Douglas Pine in the chat says, co-op missions are coming, question mark. And yeah, that's what it sounds like. Like like, I think it's going to be missions for both, really. Like, you know, you can play them singly or you can play them in a co-op situation, like, you know.
Yeah, well, I don't reckon it'll be co-op limited.
Yeah.
Like, I think that'd be a bit of a stupid thing to do, that you have to play it co-op.
Like, take, for instance, the best thing that I can come up with as an analogy for this would be Borderlands. You have that little person there in the corner, and she's talking to you and telling you, oh, we've got blah, 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 blah. Just listen up, like, you know. Nobody else can see you, or like, nobody else can hear me talking to you or whatever, like, you know, because it's a secret. And she gives you the missions as you go, or little information about the overarching story.
Yeah.
But you can also play that in a co-op situation, and both of you will have that, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Fusion says it really sounds like a string of log entries you'd find. And yeah, like that's
yeah.
That's definitely a possibility, and who knows, maybe this is something along the lines of you can just be randomly exploring a planet, and maybe one of the crash freighters or something you can come across, and instead of just having like the little broken down piece of machinery, you'll actually go up to it and it'll actually say a log like that, and then you'll have to go and discover what's actually happened, like,
yeah,
where they've gone and what happened to them and what went wrong.
Exactly.
Which yeah, I think it'd be damn awesome, man. I'd love something like that in No Man's Sky, especially if it's random. Because I think if they did random events, like, set up in that sense where you can just be randomly exploring the planet and then all of a sudden come across an audio log, like a black box or something, and it gives you a mission, and then you've got a string of events that you've got to do to then complete said mission, and then like you get a reward out of it. Like, I don't know what the reward will be, but yeah,
could be anything. Like, there could be so many different things. Like, now, what we do know for certain is that it is a log of some type, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's very game heavy, you know. Like, we've heard logs before, but they were all based mostly in the real world, like, from past No Man's Sky things, you know.
Yeah.
Like, people going into the simulation, etc. I mean, this is the first time we heard that many words that have something to do with planets, you know?
Yeah. Sean Murray the God says, random scripted events, question mark. Yeah, that's exactly what I like. Well, that's exactly what we're thinking, like, and fingers crossed that will be the case with it, like.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, my mouse gone.
Douglas Pine says, I don't have any mates locally that play No Man's Sky, so we'll have to join up with others out there in the universe. Yeah, well, luckily there's so many people, Douglas. I know myself, I will be joining up with a few other people, you know?
Yeah, definitely, man. I'm definitely down for doing that.
Yeah, and just going around and doing what we normally do, like, you know, chilling and exploring and everything else together, and, you know, it'll be good to actually see somebody else, like, driving around in an exocraft, or, you know.
Yeah, running around, having other people to fight with you, so it's not just a case of just you.
Yeah, or even trying to 100% those fucking pesky animals. You know?
Yeah.
If that's even possible, we don't know how that's going to work. We don't know how anything's going to work. Speculation at this point, really, you know.
Yeah, it's well, that's exactly what it is at the moment, and there's nothing else that you can really say about it that isn't speculation. The whole thing is pure speculation.
Pretty much.
But I sort of like that. I don't know. It keeps the game mysterious to me, and it keeps me thinking and wondering and hoping that I'm gonna get the things that I wanna get, like I wanna see in the game.
Yeah. Oh, it's just, see, the worst thing for like about it really is we're all thinking and, you know, like wondering and speculating. It's like, what's it gonna be like? What's it gonna like? But the only true thing is, like, no matter our speculation, it's not going to change the outcome, because they have whatever they've worked on, it's set in stone.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's definitely done now, and it's just a case of waiting now.
Yeah, pretty much. And none of our bellyaching or speculation is really going to change the outcome. You know,
no, it isn't.
So it's nice also to hear about all these different things, you know, like these audio logs, these little snippets of information that we can get, like, you know.
Yeah.
But we also have to firmly keep our feet on the ground.
Yeah, precisely.
And, yeah.
Need to remember it is speculation. Don't take anything that anybody says, unless it's Sean Murray himself or Hello Games. Don't take what they say as being definite and fact, yeah, because it's not. And I don't care who it is who's saying it, nobody is right. We're not right. Well, like, there's no guarantee that we're right, and we're not trying to say we are. This is just our view on it all.
Yeah.
But like that audio file just sounds class to me, because it sounds like that a group, a salvage squad has basically gone down onto what sounds like a radiated or a toxic planet or something.
Mm-hmm.
And they're basically looking for oh god, what's happening? They're looking for rare materials or rare resources.
Yeah.
And then like a solar glare's caused a load of gas deposits to erupt, which is causing a hazard to the mission. So they're then having to evacuate, which they managed to do with minimal loss of life.
Yeah.
And then they end up finding a deposit, a valuable deposit, and they meet back up with the capital ship. I mean, that's something that sort of intrigues me, that they say with the capital ship. Now, like, I wonder if that means the freighters or the space stations, or are they actually talking about these ships that we saw in the hologram and in the scrambled pictures?
Like, normally in all sci-fi, capital ships are kind of like a command center, you know?
Yeah.
So, you know, freighters really aren't. Freighters are more, you know, business area, trading, and they'll have a trading floor and like a place where you'll all go. That's why you have so many slots for ships and stuff like that. So people can land in and trade their stuff and shit like that, like, you know. So no, they're not really capital. A freighter would be more like, you know, just a way to get goods from one place to another. So you can think about it in a big ship setting, that it would be like a hauler or transportation, like spaceship for all of that sort of stuff, like, you know. But the small one, they look like they could be a capital ship. Like, it's a mid-sized ship, so it could be where your base of operations is, you know.
Yeah, it could be. Could be where you have to report back to once you've finished these like random events, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Like high priority missions. Maybe you go to a mission board for random, like, you know, little skirmishes. You go to the actual capital vessel or whatever to, you know, like to hand in serious missions.
Yeah.
Hello, SkyCube. Sorry, man. Chat while we're doing this podcast is, like, you know, it's a bit far and few between. I can only get to it. SkyCube, how you suggest a topic is basically when you join the Discord. If you're already a part of the Discord and stuff like that, you just head over to where is it now? Topic submissions. It's under the V.V.R podcast section. Yeah, you just do that. Go into the V.V.R info, follow the info in there, and then go into the topic submissions and submit something. And there you go.
Yeah, and then we'll discuss it. discuss it on the next show. I mean, if there's anybody who'd like to come on and chat with us right now, I mean, you could feel free to snowball ideas at us, like about the audio file and that. Be awesome.
Oh
to
yeah,
have
but
some people on.
But what he suggests we can get to now, like, you know, he doesn't have to submit it for, you know, whenever.
Yeah. But yeah, like one of the other things that you pointed out to me is towards the end of the video you had to play it back in reverse, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
And it pops up. It's a bit hard to hear in that full clip, but the clip that he sent to me was just a second long, and you can hear it say "Help is on its way" or "Help is on the way."
Yeah, that's after they started talking about the material being loose in their hold.
Yeah. It's literally just after we are carrying the material loose in the hold, and then you hear "Help is on the way," or it's on its way, and then it goes returned home to the fleet, assume formation with a capital ship.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering whether, like, who knows? Maybe that's what pops up if another player like joins your squad and they're coming to help you or something, like they've joined your mission or something. And it pops up saying "Help is on the way." Because they've indicated quite a lot recently. In the last audio log, they had indicated about the what was it? It said now, friggin' is joining your game. So there seem to be sort of indicating people jumping into your game or joining your game in some way.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's what they mean with that, and they've sort of snuck it in there, and hidden it. UK Gamer says, but why hide it? I wonder. Who knows? Maybe it's just to give us something to find and something to do, or maybe everything it was an accident.
No, that was no accident. But they did put it there for people to find, you know.
Yeah, but I don't know why they'd put it there. Like, for that reason, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Unless
Hidden Dragon says, by the way, there aren't solar flares in the game right now, are there? No, hidden there's not, but when you're trying to spin a story in a sci-fi setting, they could say something like that, like, you know.
Yeah.
The theory behind that was, on toxic worlds, you go to toxic worlds, there's vents of gas spewing out of the ground, you know. And in order for that to happen, it has to be, like, you know, deep heat within the surface, or, like, you know, obviously light hitting it from, like, you know, the sun. So it's being heated up and shot out. And it actually says in the audio that they've, like, you know, that there is vents erupting, a lot of gas.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't a solar flare that was actually written. We clearly heard the difference, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was a solar glare. They said the solar glare.
Yeah, you could definitely hear the G. You couldn't hear the pronunciation for an F. It's definitely a G. Like, I agree with you 100% on that. It does sort of make more sense with a flare in my head. But they definitely say glare. And then, like you said, the glare that you get, like when you shine the sun through a magnifying glass and you're getting the glare coming through the magnifying glass, it rapidly heats up. And maybe that's what's happening that's causing these gas eruptions on this planet.
Yeah.
And maybe they are indicating to us that there will be, you could just be wandering around on this planet, and then all of a sudden, like, all these gas vents around you just suddenly start exploding and stuff like that. Who knows? Like,
yeah. Douglas Pine. Sorry about the delay again, guys. When I heard it the first time, I thought it was a selection of random-ish new sentences from many different subjects. Now I hear your copy, it's like a complete scenario. Yeah, it really is. It's a story. And Douglas Pine says harvesting. We have got gas harvesters, don't we?
we do, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah.
So maybe we can put them on vents.
Maybe.
And, like, you know, take the gases, and maybe that's what they were talking about. The valuable materials that they got.
Yeah, it could have been.
Oh, Douglas, you're thinking. You've got your thinking cap on. I got my stupid cap on. You know, this beanie is my stupid cap. Because I have to be stupid to wear it in this weather.
Yeah. UK Gamer has just said DM21 reckons it's solely glare, not flare. Do you guys think it's saying flare? No, we actually agree there. We actually think it says glare. In fact, I don't think I know. When you listen to it closely and properly, you can definitely hear a G. Yeah,
the G. There's definitely a G sound. Like if you say flare, it's you know, more air pushed out. Glare is more guttural. It's more from the throat. You know, that kind of thing. More bass in it. So you can definitely tell the difference.
Sorry,
that's my description. I know. Yeah.
It's funny hearing you do that right now.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, just noticed we have got Buff Lizard Man in the waiting room.
We do. First, we have to get through the topic. We'll read out the topic, then we'll bring in Buff Lizard Man.
Yeah.
Benny Boy says, which I'm sure is actually SkyCube, he says, will players create proper faction and possibly have faction wars with NPC factions and player factions? Also, what could be possible with multi-crew ships and fleets?
What is he asking us? What's possible?
Yeah. Well, I suppose because
all right. Sort of to jump on this other little bit of a topic that we've got today about the Xbox community, because I've been hearing a lot of stuff. I know DM21 did a video on it, and apparently the Xbox community is getting. I don't know if upset's the right word, but basically upset. Because they feel like Sean Murray is not paying them attention and not making them feel welcome. And for their reasoning behind this is because they know nothing of No Man's Sky at the moment and nothing of what they're going to be getting when the game is released on Xbox. But if that is the case, and I mean, if anybody who is listening to me or watching me or Alpha is listening to this and you're on Xbox and you're gonna plan on getting it but you don't know whether to, all I can say is go check out some streamers' videos. I mean, I've done plenty of No Man's Sky's videos, so Alpha. There's plenty of people out there who have done them, and if they like the look, well, if you go and watch these and you like the look of the game now, it's going to be 10 times better when it comes out on Xbox.
Yeah, and to reiterate that and affirm that, there's 2 years worth of content out there. Yeah, it's not as if it's a new game. It's exactly. 2 years old, so what you see is what you get, you know? And we're all waiting, not just you guys in the Xbox community, us people that have been playing on PS4 and Steam and PC or whatever platform we've been playing for the last 2 years, we're waiting too.
Yeah, and I know it's frustrating not knowing what's going to be in next, but they're not just keeping that away from the Xbox community. I have no clue what's going to be in next. As far as I know, multiplayer's confirmed and in-game avatars are confirmed. Other than that, there isn't actually much else that we really can say has been confirmed.
Yeah. You could say there's confirmation of fucking pink furry elephant-like creatures in next. And you could be fucking right and you could be wrong.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
like, we all have guessing, but like the takeaway from this is you guys in Xbox don't start with the hate already, you know? It's a soft launch. The game has already been out for 3 years. It got its hate. Yeah. It's time to move on, you know?
There will be a trailer at some point. I have no doubt about that. There is going to be a trailer. So if that is what you guys are really worried about, be patient. And you will get one before the games come out. So you've got no worries about buying a game that you have no clue what it is. But I mean, it's like Fusion's just put in my chat, like... It's as simple as going on Google or YouTube and just looking up No Man's Sky information, and you can see what the game is now. That's 2 years down the line, and they've been working on next for over a year. They've said it's a massive update. You've got a lot to look forward to. Like, just trust me there. And I mean, I've pre-ordered it the other day for Xbox, so I will be playing it on Xbox, PC, and PS4. Totally gonna kill myself playing this goddamn game. But yeah, if there's any Xbox players out there that don't have anyone to meet up with, or they'd like to join a group or a Discord or whatever and hook up with some people on Xbox, just join our Discord. I'll be playing on Xbox. I'm sure Alpha wouldn't mind having the Xbox community within our Discord as well.
No, I welcome them. I'm all down for every single console. I have all consoles imaginable. The only one I'm missing is the Xbox One. You know.
Yeah.
And I play on everything. I'm not fanboy when it comes to anything. I believe a machine is a machine, and it's the game that you're playing that matters. You know.
Yeah, exactly. It's no machine is necessarily better than any other. Well,
no,
PC does wipe out consoles. I will admit that. Like
it does, but at the end of the day, it's what you're playing. It's not what you're playing on.
Yeah,
you know?
Precisely. It's a game you're playing. I only got a PlayStation 4 because I wanted. There were certain games that I'm looking forward to coming out on PlayStation 4. That's the only reason I got one.
Yeah. Well, to reiterate that now, you said that, like, you know, come on here, you sure that I won't mind and everything else. There is in the actual Discord itself, I don't know if many people know, but there is sections where you can actually talk to the community, voice chat, everything else there. Like, you know, in community voice chat, in-game text chat as well, and general voice chat and in-game voice chat. So it's all there laid out for people to use in those situations, you know?
Yeah.
I've no bother, you know. More power to you.
I mean, take this with a pinch of salt, because it's just something that my brother's told me, and he has said that he can't work out where the rumours are coming from. So, like, once again, don't take this as me or my brother being serious or knowing it's happening. But apparently, 6 o'clock today, so that'll be, I imagine, 6 o'clock our time, so British Standard Time. Finding out there's talk at 6 o'clock today, finding out the details about next. And it's Lplay's tweeted something about it earlier.
Okay, yeah, but it's very fucking early, isn't it? We're talking 15 days now, aren't we?
15 days, but you never know. They might want to give themselves 2 weeks of sort of publicity, like building up the game and getting people hyped for it and giving out details so that maybe the Xbox community and whatnot can finally have something to be like, oh, okay, so that's what this game's about.
But, like, no, look, guys, I'm not being the bringer of, like, fucking doom and gloom here, but what makes the Xbox community so special? You know?
I'm not saying that they're gonna do it for Xbox. What I'm saying is they might be releasing it now, not releasing it now, but releasing information about the game now, because there's 2 weeks left, and they want to use the last 2 weeks to get information out about what next actually is going to be. Maybe that's why with the live drop that Lplay's went to, that's why they've given the case, and that's why they kept the back of the case pixelated, because they wanted to actually give out the information themselves. I mean, like my brother said, this is rumours. He has no clue where Lplay's or anybody else is getting this information from. So it could all be fake. It could be somebody trolling. I can't imagine Lplay's being the one trolling, but it could be somebody trolling Lplay's. I don't know. But there is the possibility that today at 6 o'clock we will be getting more information on next.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean...
Okay, I don't know. In my chat now, what is... definitely not Remus. Yeah, hello. We know you're Remus. Gaming Night Mike says, another round of this is what Hello Games should be doing with their business. What's that referring to, Gaming Mike? Is that referring to us? Because we're not telling Gaming Mike, or we're not telling anybody how to do their business. Oh,
I love the way that Hello Games have done this. Like, I think it's amazing the way they've done it, and they've actually interacted with the community, with the ARG. I mean, what other freaking gaming companies ever done that? What other gaming companies put in so much time and effort? And I love stressing this out, all for free. All for free. Yeah. I paid for this game when it came out. I paid 40 quid for this game when it came out, and I've not spent another dollar on it other than to, well, another pound on it other than to buy it on Xbox and on PlayStation.
Yeah.
And that's my own choice. They haven't forced me to do that. I've done that off my own back. And yeah, we've had 3 updates already. We've got a 4th one on the way. The 4th one's apparently massive, which I can believe from them working on it for a year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love the way they've done this. So yeah.
No, but I don't know who he's referring to. I don't know if he's referring to the video he was talking about, like that we were talking about, or whether he's talking about our show being like, you know, let's tell them, you know. Yeah. Meaning the way I'm hearing people starting to say "Hello Game should" in the last few days was starting to sound like that a bit. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, we're not. No. Hello Game should do fuck all. That's what I'm saying, Game Mike, is that, like, you know, they don't need to do anything. They don't need to prove any more to the community. They have us, and we have 2 years worth of footage and gameplay and information about the game out there. We are actually publicizing the game, and the Xbox community should just hold on and wait, like we've had to. You know, what other update have we actually got information about? Like, you know, I'm talking about Pathfinder, Atlas Rises, and all of the updates. Yeah, Foundation. Sorry, I forgot one. I knew I did. Yeah, because I think I was getting attacked, or I was hitting into an asteroid or something. But yeah, like, we didn't get anything. You know, we didn't get anything for that. Like, oh no, Game Mike, don't get me wrong. We weren't attacking you, man. I was confused. I was trying to see where what sparked that sentence off, because it was similar to what we were talking about, and I thought you were actually saying, oh, that we were telling people, telling Hello Games what to do. But yeah, that's sound, man. We understand. Yeah. Sorry about that.
My brother has just said that he can't see that tweet anymore, and our players have said his hype is out of control, so it probably is just full speculation. But who knows, man? Like, we'll see. We've got what, 9? No, not 9 days. Fuck, I wish it was 9 days. Yeah. We've got what, 15 days now? Yeah, 15 days.
15 days.
Just gotta wait patiently, and
2 weeks from tomorrow.
The fact that I'm not seeing so much stuff being said, and I don't know, like, I said this to Red last Sunday, I think it was, and I said, at the end of the day, if they were to turn around now and give us the trailer, tell us everything that's gonna be in next, by the time next comes out, people won't be hyped for it, because they won't have a clue. Well, they'll already know exactly what's in it, and they'll have been sat there for 2 weeks like, oh, okay, I just want it to come out now, like, I'm getting a bit bored of waiting. Like, whereas holding that suspense out, it's just and dropping little bits of information. I don't know, I quite like it in a way. Don't get me wrong, I would love to know exactly what's going on in next, but in the same way, I wouldn't as well.
Yeah. Well, I just had a thought there, okay? In case nobody, and in case everybody's just joined us now, in our Discord, we're going to post the transcript from the audio files, so that we don't have to keep playing it over and over again. And, you know, this is what we've actually heard in the audio once we've done a lot to it. It's going to be in No Man's Sky, and it's going to be in a box.
Yeah.
If I can just remember how to do this.
Oh god. No, I don't think we've got anything to wait for, and I think that anything to worry about. Sorry, not wait for. Got a lot to wait for.
Yeah.
But like,
okay, so it's in there.
Oh, sorry, go on.
So it's in there, guys. Okay. That's it. Go on.
But yeah, I do reckon that they're gonna start dropping a bit more information, maybe every other day now, bit by bit. And we'll be getting, well, I reckon we'll be getting Element 6 this weekend, Friday, Saturday or Sunday. It'll be one of those days. And everybody keeps saying that they reckon Element 6 is going to be the trailer, so fingers crossed it is. And then, then everybody will be happy then. Just a case of waiting patiently. I mean...
But logically speaking, guys, like, we've been a part of the community for 2 years, like, you know, well, me to a lesser extent, because I've only been, like, I've only had the opportunity to buy it about a year ago, but I went all in. I bought it for Steam, and I bought it for PS4, and I literally bought a PS4 for that, you know. But in those last 2 years, every time they've dropped a trailer, they've dropped it the day of release, you know, the patch notes and everything else. Like, you know, it never was this early, you know. It never was a week early even.
Yeah.
So we're like, you know, you'd want to take everything with a grain of salt, especially when thinking of a trailer. We're not going to get one.
The only thing you got to remember that is different, and yes, I know it's only Xbox, it doesn't make them special, but this isn't just a update for Xbox. This is launch for Xbox.
Oh yeah.
So to Xbox, they would like a trailer of what the game is now, not a trailer from E3 2 years ago. I think that's what's stressing people out. That's the only trailer they've got to go by, that and our speculation of what next is. But it's the exact same for us. Like exactly what Fusion has just said. Like, well, if Xbox players feel cheated or left out, welcome to the club, because we're all desperate for news. And
but like, think about
all
it.
Gotta
like,
wait
like,
for it.
Yeah, we do though. Like, you know, like Steam. It came out on fucking Steam and PC after it came out for PS4. Do you think they were sitting there biting their nails saying, "Oh, you know, trailer this, trailer that"? They had the trailer, you know. They have pictures, you know, and it's launching on a different platform. Wii game didn't even get a new trailer. That already launched there. It's already on the store page, you know. They didn't get a trailer, so that's what I'm saying. What makes Xbox special? It's launched on Wii game. They didn't get any trailer, so therefore, why does Xbox get a trailer?
It's going to be hard to launch a trailer down at Wii game if they've got it before, or if they've got it on the store before.
Yeah, but that's pre-order.
Yeah,
it's the same as Amazon and everything else. They don't have any trailers. It's pre-order.
Yeah, exactly. So they're not going to get a trailer then. They'll get a trailer when everybody else gets a trailer.
Yeah.
That's the way it's going to happen. Whether it's next week, tomorrow, tonight, or a day before launch. I mean, personally...
No, what I mean is, like, if they were going to do that and drop a trailer, they might as well have waited to release the pre-orders on Wii game to when it's going to get a trailer, when everybody's going to get a trailer, you know? Why put it up on the store page and then a week later change all the background web design for it, you know?
Yeah.
Etc. It doesn't make any sense, because Steam didn't even fucking do that, you know? They didn't go, oh right, yeah, like, you know, this trailer we have is way out of date. Let's put another one there. No, we still have the same trailer, you know?
What, so do you reckon that they won't release a trailer at all?
No, I mean they will release a trailer when they've released all the other trailers, because it's an update, you know? Pathfinder had a trailer, you know, blah 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 had a trailer. They all had a trailer, but they were released as updates, and they were released when
the update was released, or the patch notes were released, like...
Yeah. So as a visual representation of the patch notes, really.
Yeah. Breaking
down the main thing that were released.
But at the end of the day, like, everybody just needs to stop worrying. Just wait patiently. 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks. That's all we've got.
Yeah. There is no really need to worry anyway.
No,
you know, because last 2 years worth of content out there on many different YouTubers from many different backgrounds. You know, you don't like one, you can go to another, etc.
Yeah, exactly. There's plenty of content out there at the moment, and it's, like I said, it's as simple as looking at the game now, and if you like the style of it, the way that you play it, the idea behind it, then you'll love it when it's out on Next, or with Next. Like, so it's as simple as doing that. But yeah, I mean, we've got 2 people in the waiting room now. I don't know if you wanna drag those in.
Yeah, one at a time or both together.
Doing both together if you want.
Okay.
Get one in, say hi. Get the other in.
Okay. Which one?
Buff Lizard Man was there first, so we go with him. Good old Buff Lizard Man.
Hello, Buff Lizard Man.
Oh, hello there.
Hello.
How you doing?
Doing good, thanks.
Good.
That's good.
Oh, God. Yeah. Is there anything you wanted to chat about in particular, delve into?
Oh, I thought there was a fair few good points you raised before about the going back to the audio files.
Yeah.
And also just reading over this currently. I wonder if it could also possibly hint at like an addition of high risk, high reward type commodities as well. So you go into like a dangerous situation and you get this small amount of some incredibly high valued mineral.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. And like, you'll go onto a planet and all of a sudden things will start going hectic, and then you've got the choice of running but having no reward, or you can stay and take the risk, and then you've got the chance of getting a high reward from it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I suppose, like, yeah, because the audio, not confirms that in a way, but it kind of seems like it's set up in a way that they're going to a planet, they're getting minerals, they're in a bad situation, a kind of sticky one, you know?
Yeah.
Where the environment is, like, really fucking them over, like, you know? So that is high risk there. And then they were talking about precious materials that they found.
I mean, maybe it's and like a lot of people have been saying they'd love for extreme planets to actually be more extreme, and like I've said multiple times, there's been planets I've gone on to where it said there's cyclones and freaking proper blizzards and heat storms and things like that, but there's no visual representation of that. It's just your hazard protection going down a lot quicker. So I'd love to see
the temperature goes up.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yes.
But then when you look at it, it says there's friggin' flaming tornadoes going around, and you're like, no, there isn't. Why are you lying to me, Suit?
Yeah.
You're bullshitting to me.
Actually seeing the storm.
Yeah. I reckon that's sort of what they're hinting at there, so
I really hope so. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, me too. It's one of the things I'm looking forward to the most. Like, I think an increase in the biomes would just be awesome, like making them a lot more better, the weather patterns a lot better. I look forward to that so much, seeing what they've done with it.
If they do, I assume they will do at least some kind of changes to the biomes at least. Anyway, do you reckon that would extend to systems, to have different types of systems? Like currently now, it's this system has planets, this system has space station. This is what all the other systems also have.
But in a way, they kind of have. They've got 3 different styles of star classes, and then they've got the rare resources attached to them, you know?
Oh, yeah, true. No, I was thinking more like, it's kind of hard to explain, space terrain. You know what I mean?
Okay, so one that's maybe in like too close to a nebula, and you know,
oh yeah, definitely. That'd be
yeah, like I've said before, like you go into a space that, or you go into a section of space where, you know, there's probably like abandoned space stations. Instead of like all you do is go onto planets and that you've got those abandoned buildings. They're all corrupted and everything else. Like, imagine coming across a space station that's like that and going through it, and there's no gravity in it, like, you know, and you're just floating around and shit.
Having your oxygen level going down, like when you're in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be
like in Dead Space or something.
Awesome, like yeah.
Even if coming across something like from another game, you might have heard Freelancer back in the day.
Oh yes.
There's an area called the Deadlands. I'm pretty sure it was that, or the Badlands.
Yeah.
It was just like this really poor space. It was supposedly really dangerous to fly through, but of course.
Yeah, full of pirates and crap. Yeah.
Yeah, the rogues.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool, because I have said for a while that I would love to see a more in-depth space exploration to the game, because this game is a space game, like, you know, that much is pretty obvious. But what does anybody do in space other than fly to another planet, fly to a station, or shoot a couple of asteroids to get their iron?
And avoid pirates.
And yeah, just blast away, like, you know, jump drive away from freaking pirates. Like, there's no reason to explore space, and I would love a reason to explore space.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's definitely an aspect that they really need to add something to.
Yeah.
I think.
Like the abandoned space stations, and maybe destroyed worlds. That'd be cool as well. You just go there; it's full of asteroids, and bits of planet.
Oh yeah, that would
Yeah.
that would look pretty cool, man.
There's also like the possibility of them adding in random scripted events for space, like space-specific random scripted events.
Yeah.
Which
Go to
could
these
add
coordinates. Help this person.
extra flavor. Yeah, that as well. Your generic SOS missions, generic delivery missions, but
just something to add a bit more depth to the game.
Like Lorigan says in the chat, more exploration rewards.
Yeah, more high risk, high rewards. That would definitely be something. It's always something that kind of, I don't know, just makes something far more fun to do.
Yeah.
Because, like, you might fail to do it, like, 5 times. But when you finally do it, you're like, yes!
Yeah, getting that sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, exactly.
There's, Oh, go on.
No, sorry, I was just gonna say, because I thought we were completed there, we could just pull Benny in. I thought we were doing both.
Yeah, may as well.
There we go. Hello, Benny.
Hello.
Hello.
You're here.
Yep.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Good, man. Good. Is there something you wanted to speak about specifically?
Yeah. Maybe like a bit of speculation for No Man's Sky, like how they've confirmed a few things, but there's still some things left unanswered. Like how maybe we could have a bit of underwater exploration, or like will there be character customization?
Well, character customization, I reckon that is pretty much 100% guaranteed due to the fact that they've released that exosuit, the XO suit or X1 suit, for Xbox, and the fact that you've got that helmet on it and that suit, nobody else is going to have that, which means you've already got 2 different looking suits, which to me already indicates customization to characters, at least anyway, to like your avatars. Whether you're going to be able to customize ships and freighters as well, I don't know. That would be freaking awesome. Like, I'd love that. But when it comes down to the suits, I reckon it's going to be a case of you're going to find your helmets, you're going to find your torsos, that sort of thing, and then when you equip them, they've got a different look to them depending on what stats they've got. Pure speculation at that point. That's sort of how I think they're going to work the customization.
Yeah, I was also thinking, like, do you think there'd maybe like be different classes or something like that? Maybe like someone would be a scientist, someone else would be a fighter or something.
I think I've come across something like that before on the No Man's Sky Reddit. Someone was speculating about something similar. They were suggesting the original, when they released the cover, they were suggesting that each one had a different type of class.
Yeah. So you'd have Explorer class, Fighter class. Yeah, sort of similar to the way they've done the classes for the ships, except for your actual characters.
In that audio log, though, they said something about a cleanup crew.
Yeah, salvage crew.
Yeah, so maybe it's like 4 people within it, all specific sub-jobs, but at the end of the day, they're grouped together for one specific task. So say trader company, and then they've got one that's a fighter to protect people, one that actually scouts out regions to, like, what's most valuable resources, one that actually sets down what place would be the best to sell these items, and one to explore the planet, explore the area, etc. So.
I reckon it would be a pretty cool thing to implement into it.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't, like, I'm not saying I want it to be a case of you load up the game, you have to pick your class. I want it to be more, you customise your character in a way that you can customise it to be more of an explorer, or more of a fighter, or more of a defender, or something like that, but then you can be the jack of all trades and have a bit in exploration, bit in fighting, and that sort of thing. That's the way I'd like them to do it.
It could definitely be a way to possibly encourage people to play more cooperatively, to have like this group of the different classes if they do go with that.
Yeah, so it's not telling you have to be with other people to do these missions or to do these certain events or whatever, but having if you're an explorer, if you've made your character all explorer based, then you're going to be a weak fighter, so having a friend with you who's very much fighter based would benefit both of you. Like that sort of thing. Yeah. Totally agree.
Alright.
UK Gamer has said Hello Games are protecting their product from similar backlash that happened during launch, and I for one can't blame them. It's their product, and then they can hide it away and promote it whatever way they want. And yeah, I do actually I do agree with that. I mean, you look at what happened with the initial launch. It didn't go down too well, did it? And they're going to be very scared of that happening again, and they don't want to, so they might actually be holding back from releasing a trailer, because we looked at the trailer before, and anybody who moaned about the game after launch was saying, I saw this in the trailer but I didn't get it, I saw that in the trailer but I didn't get it. So they might very well do exactly what you said, Alpha, and not release the trailer until the game is out, or the update is out, because they don't want people looking into the trailer and then being like, oh, but that's not in the game, but this isn't in the game, but that's not in the game. Like,
this is the fairest way possible as well.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like, a lot of people are seeing it as, oh yeah, it's a launch on Xbox, but sure, when it launched on PS4, it was fuck all. You know, there was fuck all promotion even for the game itself.
Yeah,
you know, Sony dropped the ball there. You know.
Yeah, they did.
But we've had 2 years of promotion for the game in ARG, in the actual game itself. You know.
Yeah, all the streamers, all the content that's been put out there. So.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do an actual Xbox specific release, just putting in the brand of Xbox. But yeah, it'll definitely be released at the same time as just the regular update trailer.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, like, I could well and truly moan all I wanted to, because I've pre-ordered it on Xbox, and I'm not getting it until the 27th on Xbox.
Yeah. The physical copy is delayed. Yeah.
And I have no clue as to why that is happening. For a start, Hello Games are based in friggin' in the UK, so why is it that the UK's or Europe are getting it 3 days later than America and that? Now that I could moan about, but I'm not gonna, because it's the way it is, and I can't change that.
Well, you know, that's all stockists, you know. Like, for instance, in my country, over here in Ireland, I already pre-ordered it, and they said it's not coming out until September at the price of 70 fucking quid. Everywhere else has it down for 40 and coming out, like, you know, when it's coming out, 27th, you know, physically. And I had so many arguments, and they're like, oh, sorry, that's our head office. Like, you know, they're slow to change things, and they don't listen to anybody neither. Like, you know?
Yeah. But you're not going to take that risk, though, are you? Pre-ordering a game when you've seen everywhere else it's been said it's released on so-and-so date for so-and-so price. And then you've got this other company telling you it's not released until 2 months after, and at a price that's 1.5 times more than anywhere else. So,
oh yeah, but that's just this country specifically, because I've seen on websites in America and everything like that, $40, you know, releases.
Yeah, because that was that's GameStop, isn't it, in Ireland, like, so yeah. Yeah, but it's GameStop in America as well. Yeah, but GameStop in America are actually telling the right date and.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can't understand it. They're all the same fucking company. You know, they should have all the same computer system, the same date, the same. You know.
So I don't know. It kind of baffles me. But, yeah, I mean, seeing as we've got a couple of people on chat with us, you had the idea of asking people what they would like to see of the game after next, like beyond next.
Yeah, beyond next. Forgetting about next, because we don't know.
Yeah, forgetting about all the speculation about it, everything.
Like, what is your like #1 thing you'd like to see out of everything you have in your mind?
Like, so what we'd like to see after next?
After
Yeah.
next, yeah. So
And into the future.
What would you like Hello Games to be working on for their next update? Not the next update, but why did they have to call it next?
Their future updates.
Yeah, their future updates. Yeah, that's it.
Well, I'm not sure if they're going to do this for next or improve it in next, but I'd like to see a bit more life with the NPCs, not having them stuck to a terminal. But I'd like to see them walk around, maybe have a bit more realism.
Yeah,
Maybe
a bit more life
if they're a
to it.
scientist, they'd be
doing science.
doing science.
Yeah, they'd be getting
Yeah.
on their sign on, yeah. Like the core
Yeah.
like to
Or
get
maybe-
something, you know?
Yeah, or maybe add in like a exocraft like a submarine that goes underwater for like certain planets. And
I do agree with you there. I would love to see a bit more underwater exploration and things like that, and I don't think that is going to be in next.
Yeah. Well, first they'd have to put like you know, something worth looking at under there apart from the creatures, you know?
Yeah. They'd have to make make a reason for you to go under the water for a start.
Yeah, like a sunken base, and I don't mean like those
Yeah.
fucking,
Like the glitch.
you know,
ones.
like the
they're like a
ones that,
sunken freighter or something.
yeah, something like that, like, you know, and you see all the like fucking seaweed all over it and algae and, you know,
I think-
barnacles and shit, you know.
I think it'd also be like really cool if you landed on a planet and there was a crater and a crashed space station. But I don't see how that would work. But I think it'd be really cool to see like a crashed space station.
Would be really cool.
Yeah.
I would love to see like when you're in a dogfight, like on a planet but flying around obviously and that. I would love to see it so that when you're fighting ships and you're shooting them, they don't just all of a sudden stop and like explode. You actually see them like spinning out of control and crashing into the ground, and like maybe being able to land where they crashed, and instead of, do you know, at the moment when you kill somebody in space and you just fly past them and you collect all their loot, maybe you actually have to get out and go over to their ship and search the shipwreck to get the loot. Like, I think that'd be really cool, and it'd sort of I don't know.
Yeah, and you have to upgrade your
Yeah.
suit for spacewalks, you know?
That'd be cool.
That'd be cool, man. That would be cool. Being able to
Like-
walk on like the outside of your freighter and stuff.
Yeah, and also
like, you know, oxygen levels and everything else, you'd have to get upgrades to have better percentage, more time spent outside, etc. You know, outside your ship.
I think it'd also be like really cool to have fights in space stations. There's also a bit more, diversity between space stations. Like they should look a bit more different, along with freighters, like the inside of them.
Yeah. Yeah, totally agree with you there. Like, you go to a Korvax system and you go to the space station there, and it's very technological and, you know, like computers everywhere, that sort of thing, terminals and whatnot. And then you get to a Viking one, and it's very much weapons terminals everywhere and guns, and, you know,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool
Yeah.
seeing like a group of Vikings walking around, and like how you've sort of got that bar layout in some of the space stations. And I don't know, seeing two Viking getting pissed off because the one Viking slept with his wife or something, so they're there scrapping in the middle of the space station. Like you said, bring
Yeah,
a
I'd
bit
like
more
to see
life
that.
to him. Like that would be really cool to see. Like, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, like also maybe like a bit of a story behind some like big battles that you see in space. Like not a huge one, just maybe like a little side quest or something.
Yeah.
So kind of more world building.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you have anything to add, Lizard Man? You're being very quiet there.
Oh, that was something else.
This guy put "Don't forget space whales."
Yeah. And spacewalks will be cool. VR says Lorigan as well. We'd love VR. Gaming Mike says, haha, that's a great point. I can think of a billion reasons why HG wouldn't want to release a trailer at all. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see why, you know.
Yeah, so can I. They're scared, man. They're a little company.
Yeah.
Shit didn't go well for them last time, and they're worried the same thing to happen again. And like I've said multiple times, this isn't just the game. This isn't just money to Sean Murray and Hello Games. This is like their baby. You know, this is their life at the moment, and they want it to be a success.
But in saying that now, they mustn't, like, they know, like, you know, what releasing on Xbox will do for them, and they wouldn't actually do that unless there was a demand for it.
Yeah, exactly.
So since the beginning, I've heard a lot of people that were on Xbox, oh, this is not on Xbox, why isn't it on Xbox?
Yeah.
When's it coming into Xbox, you know? And there's been a year or more of that, like, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And so now they're going to get the opportunity, you know, so...
I've got UK Gamer saying that's hard to say when we don't know what's coming with next, and that is very true. It is very hard to say, but trying to take the thought away from what we're going to be seeing now and turn it towards what people would like to see. And if we do see these things in next, that's a bonus. If we don't see them, you're not disappointed because you already have it in your head that it's not going to be in the next update. But he says that he would like to see general quality of life updates and big fixes at a consistent level, especially the base overwriting bug that people are using to troll others. But I would love for space creatures like whales and asteroid worms.
It's
so many. Yep, sorry.
No, you can go.
It's a mess.
Yeah, there's so many bugs that plague the game. I've ported like 12 that plague specifically just my save. They're all to do with like weapons not reloading properly and not displaying stats properly. It's just be nice to see those like done.
Yeah, I've got 2 things that I really want into the future. Actually, 3 things.
What are they?
Selfies, you know, we need to be able to take our own avatar in the scene, because I'm sick of actually saying, right, yeah, here's
like
my
a
picture.
Really cool sunset picture where you're looking off into the distance.
Yeah, just like, you know, like you see all those front covers of sci-fi magazines and stuff. It always has him there in his suit, you know, him or her, looking out into the horizon, like, you know, on this planet, like, you know. And when you take this, you feel more like a photographer than actually a part of it. You're detached from the situation, and it's hard to share your photos if you're detached from something.
Yeah, I suppose at the moment the closest thing we've got to selfie photos is having our ships in them.
Yeah, pretty much. You know.
And
that's the equivalent of just taking a picture of your dick, really, isn't it?
Pretty much.
And the second thing is a radial menu for switching weapon modes, because I'm sick of spamming the triangle button, you know?
I do like that idea. We have spoke about that quite a bit, and I think that's a really good idea that they should definitely implement.
Yeah, so like that noise I heard from the last, the last audio file isn't actually what I think it is.
Yeah.
You know, it should be, you know? And going into the future, that's what they need to do. And in saying that, I think I forgot my 3rd one. Oh well, whatever. I put the dick joke in there, that was enough.
I was kind of thinking, like, do you know how there might be like multi-crew ships and those leaked sounds of how it's like system failing? I was thinking, like, what if you didn't talk through Discord or Steam or Xbox parties or anything? What if you spoke through like the game and you can have your communications knocked out or something like that?
Oh, so you actually speak through like the general voice chat of whatever platform you're playing on.
Yeah, it gives it a bit more immersion, and it's like, oh no, the connection's gone out, how the hell am I going to tell my mates I'm in trouble?
So kind of having like the multiple systems like in FTL. So it's like if you don't have your weapon systems, you're going to use weapons.
Yeah, that's what I instantly thought of when I heard of multi-crew ships. I thought it's going to be like FTL.
Okay, so... Oh, sorry. Two comments. Remember showing us for pictures of our favourite things and places in Euclid prior to release of Next?
Yep.
Some to be shown in the not too distant future?
Yep.
Maybe part of the trailer?
Maybe.
Who knows?
I don't reckon that'll be part of the trailer, for the sheer fact that the trailer is going to be a trailer for Next, and anything that we have sent is not Next.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly. I don't think it will be, but I was saying that I reckon it's so Hello Games and Sean Murray can do a montage video, sort of as a thank you to everybody who has stuck with the game and stuck with them and, you know, kept belief in them and helped them get to where they are now. And they're going to do sort of a montage video of all their favourite shots and like random shots and that's been sent into them and the story behind them.
Or they're going to troll us, and basically the video will just be all those pictures and RIP coming up over all of them because they're all gone.
Yeah, there is that.
See that beautiful scene that you have? RIP, gone.
It's never coming back.
Oh, that's a beautiful planet and a nice looking base. Well, yeah, that's gone then.
Yeah, gone too. You know, into the void.
I won't put it past them doing that.
Roygan says radio space stations. Well, we know who will have that, like, you know. Cobra will definitely be there somewhere. You know?
Yeah, because on Elite Dangerous, it's got like Galnet news thing.
Yeah.
And I kind of like. I'm not gonna like. It's like listening to the radio whilst flying in space.
Yeah.
So I kind of like to have something to listen to, maybe like Space Top 10 or something.
So Elite Dangerous has a space radio station.
Yeah, sort of. It's like there's a thing, and you press play, and it tells you all the galactic news with all the
all the powers and stuff that are in command at the
with
moment,
all the different.
Okay, I didn't even know about that. How do you actually access that? And I'm talking about on PC.
It's one of your panels.
Yeah, you looked to your right, and it's. I'm using a controller. Let me see if I could use my mouse. You look to your right, and it's the first thing that your mouse is on, and it says play Galnet News, and I guess you click it.
Okay.
Or enter or something.
Oh, good to know. Well, I might put that on sometime while I'm collecting missions for absolutely no reason.
I just listened to it and it says like things are blown up as whatever terrorists.
I think that's something they definitely do need to add, and this is something I hope is in next. This isn't something I hope's after or I think will be after. They need to actually add in the fact that when a system says it's at war, actually making that system look like it's at goddamn war.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
You'll buy this conflict scanner and it'll say a system's at war, and you'll jump there and there'll be a freighter getting attacked by a couple of pirates. That is not a war. That's a little squabble, man. Like,
how about you warp in and there's like 2 destroyed freighters still fucking smoking, like, you know?
Yeah, two freighters already blown up, like, and then another freighter still holding out with loads of his ships attacking it.
I'd also like to see a freighter crash.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Just break apart in the atmosphere somewhere, you know?
Being just wandering around on a planet and then all of a sudden seeing this huge freighter like breaking through the atmosphere and bits
well,
flying
still
down
flying half a ship.
You mean like, oh, now I know how the dinosaurs felt.
Yeah. And like maybe it could be a mission. It's like you have to get here before like, and you have a countdown to when it's actually going to enter the atmosphere. So you have to like get on board and like,
what if your base is there and your base just explodes?
Place.
Well, then that would be very fucking strategic for it to pinpoint where a base is on a planet and fly towards it, you know?
Like, I spent loads of time on that
and taking them fuckers with me, you know? Why not?
I think going down with that fight.
It's something I'd like to see, and I'd like to be able to pick, when I go to a freighter battle, I'd like to be able to pick a side, like,
the fuck?
Fly in and open my communications tab and it'll come up with like the Viking or the Gek, and you can speak to either one of them and say like, oh, okay, yeah, well, I'll give you a hand, and you get certain rewards from the Gek, and then you got the choice of helping the Viking and you'll get certain rewards from the Viking.
Yeah,
I would like to see that.
No, can't. Fuck.
Okay, so I'm gonna quickly run to the bathroom.
No problem. UK Gamer 84, when you say that there's a bug at the moment where people are overwriting your base to troll others, does that mean that they're actually like making your base disappear? Like they're getting rid of your base altogether, or is it just the fact that when somebody else creates a base in your system, nobody else can see your base, they'll only see their base, sort of thing? Just so I know where you're going with that.
I'd like to have more base defenses if like people can like raid your base. I'd like to have a force field or something.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. I'd like to be able to build your base anywhere you like.
I'd also like, yeah, I'd also like to have maybe a bit more civilization.
Well, they have said that we'll be able to build colonies across multiple planets, so or multiple systems.
I mean like NPC civilizations, like
to actually
like,
have
I know
like a city or something where you can go there and you'll have like proper NPCs walking around and shopping and things like that.
yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah, like a
Shipyards.
well, maybe not like shopping or anything. Oh, yeah, I guess. But maybe like I don't know, like a military base. Or a place where they build freighters, because you're gonna know where the hell they came from, because they can't build them in space stations.
Yeah, very true.
So, like, you have to kind of know where they come from. And I'd also maybe, like, this might be stretching it a bit, but I don't know how you do this, but I think it'd be kind of cool to have, like, an underwater base.
I'm sure people actually have already created underwater bases now.
Yeah. So what did I miss, guys? Sorry.
A lot.
Nothing too much, to be fair.
I was about to make a joke, but it won't work.
Oh, okay. Missed the toilet.
Yeah, we're
Don't know.
still just sort of speculating on things. And like,
Yeah, if they did do underwater bases, it would be kind of similar to Subnautica. So
Yeah, I played Subnautica for about an hour, I didn't like it.
yeah, it takes some getting used to it. Like I played it to death basically because I've had it since early access. So you know.
Oh, right, there we go.
Yeah, just one last thing before I toddle off. A bit late here. Do you reckon they'll have crossplay for Xbox and PC?
I think they would do that if it was on the Windows Store, because that's what happens with Ark Survival Evolved. Because if you want to play, because I wanted to play that with my mate, but I had to get it on the Windows Store, and I already had it on Steam, and I weren't going to pay bloody like 50 quid again.
Yeah, but some things that are crossplay, even if they're not on the Windows Store, like Rocket League and stuff like that, wasn't it?
Oh, shit, I should have got
I
Rocket
think
League.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you
So
can
I'd love to see it as crossplay because
you can do crossplay with Fortnite from every console.
Yeah.
Xbox,
Like, it is
PS4
possible
and
to-
PC. Like,
Yeah,
Sony.
I had Fortnite, but I got rid of it.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Didn't
Yeah,
need
but
it.
like, there's nothing stopping them. The only thing about Sony, the only thing that's stopping them is money. And like, I'm actually regretting buying my PS4. Like, other than the fact that I've got like, you know, over like 100 hours in my save file in No Man's Sky since I got the PS4, and I've even longer on my PC.
Oh, shit.
But I would have missed out on that 100 hours if I didn't get it.
yeah.
But like, a lot of thing about Sony, like Sony's like business practices really piss me off, you know.
Yeah.
Just like, there's no backwards compatibility, you know, fucking money for old rope when it comes to their like previous generation stuff. Like, I've got a ton of PlayStation 2 games there, PS1 games, and they're telling me that I buy a PS4 for God knows how much. Like, I think it was 500 for the Pro with a couple of games. And I can't even play my older titles because the only thing that's stopping them is money. Like, they have the technology already in the PS4 for emulation, as proven by a couple of hackers out there, you know. And they
Yeah, well, the cross-play would allow for a much larger community, like a larger player base, which would just be better for everyone.
yeah, and it's a
The idea that PlayStation have, though, is the fact that if, say, I'm on PlayStation and I don't have an Xbox or anything else, and you've got an Xbox but you don't have a PlayStation, it's the fact that they don't want people to be like, oh, it doesn't make a difference, we can cross-play. They want them to be like, oh, I know, I'll buy a PlayStation so that I can play with my friend. That's why I think they do it.
oh yeah, money. As
Yeah,
I said,
yeah.
that's all that's stopping them.
Money is the all root of evil.
Pretty much.
It is.
If it is, then why do they give it at church?
I don't know.
Alright, well,
Because in God they
thanks for having me
trust.
on. I've got to go to bed.
Oh, no problem, dude.
Yeah.
You're in Australia by the sounds of it, so
Oh, was you in
Sure,
Australia? Oh shit.
It's almost 1 a.m. here.
yeah. you're a good bit ahead there.
Yeah.
Or behind, depending on what day it is over there. I don't know.
I think.
Yeah, but thanks very much for coming.
Sunday there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
no worries.
Awesome to have you on.
Talk to you again soon. You can come on whenever you like.
Yep.
All right. See ya.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah.
I'd also like to travel towards the sun because you can you can do that in Elite Dangerous, and I'd like to I don't know, maybe have some cool
Yeah.
like
But the
crash
sun-
something into it.
The sun isn't actually a sun. That's just a light box.
Try to fly towards it because I watched some videos saying with the title "Don't fly towards the sun in No Man's Sky." I did it for about half an hour and I stopped, and the game kept glitching.
When the game first launched, there was a few people that actually made it their mission to get to the sun, and I'm sure they spent hours and hours and hours trying to fly towards it, and they never got any closer.
Because it's a light box, it just keeps moving further away from you.
It would be awesome for them to change that and make it into like an actual object, like you say, that you can crash into or something. And one of the really cool things that I like from Elite Dangerous is when you're running low on fuel, you can then use a fuel scoop and fly close to the sun, and you'll refuel there.
That is very useful, thank you.
Why? Thank you. Did you not know that?
I did not know that because I got the game recently.
Oh right, yeah. If you go
Which
into one of the
button?
space stations, just look for a fuel scoop. And like obviously, the higher upgrade you can get, the quicker you gather fuel from the sun.
Do I use cargo scoop for that?
No, not cargo scoop. It's called a fuel scoop. It's something else that you have to build and put into one of your slots.
All right, I don't have that.
You'll have to go buy it.
Yeah.
Sean Murray, the guard, says flying towards the sun in No Man's Sky is a bit like stopping the train in GTA. Just goddamn impossible. Which, yeah, it actually is damn impossible. I've tried stopping that train so many times and nothing will stop that thing.
No. It's a train that will not stop.
Yeah, pretty much. It really is.
It's the hype train.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so do we have anything else to discuss?
I mean,
Uh,
there's not really much else that I've got to
the
delve in.
destruction of solar systems.
That would be pretty cool.
What
Yeah,
did you say?
I was thinking like how there's black holes in some systems. Obviously, this is a hell of a stretch, but and probably would never happen. But I was thinking like since there's black holes in some systems, it'd be like, why isn't it sucking up planets?
Yeah, why isn't it destroying the rest of the system?
Well, there is a proposed black hole at the center of our galaxy, and it's just time perception when you're closer to black hole changes. So we are getting sucked in, but it's very slow, and it's on the scale of it'll take billions of years for it to happen, or even more, but we don't notice it because our scale of time is different.
Yeah,
It's like somebody on the other side of the planet, like as you know, the lizard man says, he's in Australia, so he's in a different time zone.
yeah. Essentially,
And the
time
same
travel.
happens. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Because like, you know, that's mathematics and laws of physics for you, you know.
I've left school. I don't need maths.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
Oh, trust me, there will be a point when you'll need maths.
Exactly. I'm 32. I left school when I was 17, and you know, the longer you have to think about life, the more you think about these things. But the universe is maths, you know, and I think this game proves it. You know, it's algorithms, it's mathematics, and he's built a universe. You know,
Yeah.
that's why people say he's a god, because if it's that fucking simple, you know, just do it. Just make more. You should have more universe games, you know. Each game procedural.
Each hair procedural. Each
I'm running very low on fuel on each system I bloody get into. There's no space stations.
There should be in most systems.
Fusion OECs, the black holes in No Man's Sky are more like warp conduits instead of the severely destructive bastards they are in real life. Yeah, pretty much. That is actually
Infinite.
like spot on. Hello.
You are becoming a Corvax, man.
Ah, sorry, I do apologise. Game loading on Steam.
Ah.
I'm actually going to jump onto Elite Dangerous. I was just going to show. Oh God!
What?
What's going
Is it
on?
just me?
Pardon?
Hello. Am I clear?
Kind of like cracking up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because there's a game loading in the background.
Ah.
Yeah, I was just going to jump onto Elite Dangerous and show Benny Boy what I mean by the fuel scoop.
Just call me Ben.
It shall be Benny Boy. And that's what
Or
it is.
Richard, whichever.
Oh, don't confuse us.
Just that some of my mates call me Richie.
Richie.
Access, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's like crazy amount of stuff to talk about in No Man's Sky, but it's like what
You know what? At the center of the galaxy, as soon as you get there, a picture of Sean Murray should show up, and then it ends. That's what
Yeah.
should happen.
I love
Infinite.
how people like are saying this, and this is that's something that I've said for ages and ages and ages. Then it'll just be Sean Murray's face showing up with that cheeky grin, like, "Yep, well done, you made it to the center."
you created a meme. What can you say?
Yeah,
You
I know.
can either embrace it or hate it. You know.
It's a good ass meme.
Sorry, trying to do like two things at once.
Well, I would join you guys in Elite Dangerous, but I don't think my graphics card.
Yeah, I think mine's currently struggling at the moment.
I'm doing, really?
Don't forget we are streaming as well.
Yeah, sorry. It's because I'm on Ultra and mine's running at 60 frames per second.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah, but it's network rate, you know. So that's
I'm
why it
playing
keeps breaking up
solo.
in Discord.
I'm doing my best to play solo before I try and go multiplayer because I keep dying.
I've lasted for about 15 hours in solo so far. I'm just bored of it. There's just nothing to do. That's why I keep saying, everybody says there's nothing to do in No Man's Sky, go play Elite Dangerous.
That's what my mate said, and I wanted to hit him.
Why?
Because like I kept trying to. I convinced one of my friends to get No Man's Sky, but I kept saying to them, "No Man's Sky is a great game. You should get it because it's going to be even greater soon."
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And they were just like, "No, Ben, it's dreadful."
Yeah.
And
They
then I
don't
made-
know what they're talking about.
I know. I made the point how they haven't played it.
Well, you can't say anything about a game until you play it.
Yeah, you really
Yeah.
can't. Like, you can't judge something until you've tried it. Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of the way life is.
That's why I say to everybody on the Steam, like, you know, oh, Sean Murray lied this, that, and the other, like, you know, and I go see their page, and if they don't have it, I'm just going, like, yeah, well, you automatically don't have a right to make a comment here, because
Yeah.
you don't have the game.
Yeah.
And they're going to come back, oh, it's my right to this Steam, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, and we all bought the game. This is a forum for the game. If you don't like the game, don't talk about the game.
Yeah, I left a review for No Man's Sky, like making good points of how you should actually try it. And
Yeah.
like I like a shit ton of comments just saying no, don't try it.
Yeah, they will
like-
do that.
You need to give it a chance though.
Yeah.
Give it a chance.
Like, other than the fact I'm a cheap bastard, it took me ages to get it, you know.
Yeah.
But I've always followed it. I've never actually bought into any hate, you know. Ever since 2014, when I first seen that trailer, I was just like, wow, that's it, I'm sold. I don't care.
Yeah. Definitely, man. Definitely.
Well, I only found out about No Man's Sky in 2015. I never heard about it. Not 15, like late 16, like late 2016. Because I was in my like shopping center and I saw a poster for No Man's Sky before it came out, but I didn't think much of it. Like, I don't know why I didn't hear anything about it.
Yeah.
Like nothing at all. But it wasn't until 2017 I bought it.
Cannot comply.
Yeah. Well, more power to you, and if you enjoy it, like, you know.
I do, indeed do.
Lorigan says, my brother doesn't understand why I play No Man's Sky.
My brother.
Well, that's their loss, isn't it? You know? That's,
yeah.
Just say to them, united we stand, divided we fall.
We build our own galactic federation.
Yeah. Yeah, so what everybody doing for that? That'd be a good question as well. Like, have you guys thought about building, like, you know, some sort of a group or clan, or, you know, just something, like, you know, because I know that in our Discord, PersonBot actually has quite an active role in trying to build kind of a trading company, you know, and he's recruiting people that way for that, and, you know, a lot of details are scarce, but, you know.
Yeah, I was thinking of, do you know how they've like started making plans for like space police in No Man's Sky?
Yeah.
I was thinking of like either doing that or being a bounty hunter. Maybe a pirate if I want to make other people feel bad, which I don't.
Well, I'm going to be a nomad explorer. That's what I'm going to be.
A nomad explorer?
Yeah. I'm just going to be out on my own, basically. Like, I made my own kind of, what is it? What would it be called? Clan? Group?
Clan, crew.
Clan's a more common term for these sort of things, if you ask me.
So, I've kind of built my own called Pixidum Latro, which is Latin for, like, you know, the Pixidus nomads. And basically, I'll just be recruiting a whole load of people that don't want to play together, but want to play separately. But if there's any wars or anything like that happening, they'll do it in peaceful means to just basically cut off trading with everybody that's warring and only trade within our own group to starve them of their resources and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Lorigan, join my group then, man. You'll get explorers there.
Yeah, it even says Galnet today. Galnet's network of galaxy respected economics.
That's a good point, actually. You were saying. Oh yeah, that's a new addition. That
Here are this week's major stories.
What, is in Galnet?
Yeah, you never used to be able to do that.
League of Reparation has led to much of the terrorist group being dismantled. But while the group has been dealt a severe blow, agents have yet to identify the organization's coordinator, Nexus. Meanwhile, an independent.
And is that in the base game, or does it require Horizon?
No, it's in the base game because I didn't buy Horizon.
Lorigan says, where is the info? The info is posted in the Discord, if you're a part of the Discord, Lorigan. Other than that, I think the Discord is actually linked in the description. It's actually under Pixidum Latro in the Discord.
And raises the
You'll
question
find it there.
of how he
I think
will
it's in
balance
community.
being both a federal
Hold on a
statesman
second.
and an imperial consort. In other news, celebrated author Rolav Redcourt has begun a promotional tour that will take him to over 50 destinations throughout the core systems. The tour will support Redcourt's new novel, Corsair.
Yeah, I know, I'm losing my mind here.
Also, some people talked about No Man's Sky in VR, and I think that wouldn't be the best.
No, it wouldn't be possible. There would be so many, like, because at the moment, right, it struggles. No, picture this: it's 30 frames per second on the average PS4.
Yeah,
it's 60 frames per second on the average PS4 as well at 1080p. 4K if you're upscaling it to like 3K or whatever their fucking version is, like, you know, you're looking at dropping down to 30 frames per second. VR requires at most 60 frames per second per eye. So we're talking about 160 frames or 120 frames per second at a resolution of at least 1080p per eye. So that's already 4K.
Bloody hell.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you're talking about either reducing the quality completely to like 720 per eye, sacrificing it for the frames necessary to get it up to 120 frames per second, which is just not possible. In a game like this, you want beauty, you want immersion, and if you want VR, it's just not going to be possible. You know? Like Sean himself said, oh yeah, we'd love VR eventually when it's possible, you know? And he said when it's possible for a reason, because it's just not possible.
Right. I was just a quick question, because I was watching earlier and I weren't entirely sure what you were saying because I was playing Elite Dangerous as well.
No problem.
It was something about along the lines of something being released at 6 p.m. today.
A proportion, so I wouldn't expect anything to happen. It'd be very odd for something to happen on a Monday as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things have been happening on Sundays mostly.
Yeah, Saturday or Sunday is usually the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was just like listening earlier and I got a bit confused.
Hmm.
Yeah, no worries.
It's okay. We're all confused. We're all in the same boat. We're just trying to work through the confusion. I myself like to make lists and transcripts and go through audio files.
Right. Come on, system, give me something.
Yeah, I will admit that that audio file was pretty cool, man. It's opened up quite a lot of things that I reckon we're going to be able to do.
Like I'm just gonna read it again one more time for anybody else that's watching, because there is a group of people watching, but they may not be vocal, so, and they might not even be a part of the Discord, you know.
Yeah.
Where is it again? Where am I? Who am I? Yeah. So the audio file begins like, we couldn't stop it. It burnt out all of our equipment. Solar glare caused frequent gas eruptions. Crew completed their work with minimal loss of life. Collected minerals highly valuable. Assisted Korvax with industrial mission. The salvage crew performed a cleanup operation on nanite-infested abandoned buildings. Nanites have been contained. Harvested a valuable scrap found Vervidium deposit during planetary survey. Collected significant volume of ore. And then a machine noise. Both mineral analysis procedure failed to note elevated radioactivity. We are carrying the material loose in the hold. Help is on its way. Returned home to the fleet, assumed formation with the capital ship. Corrupted data.
Oh.
It's definitely interesting, I'll put it that way.
Yeah, it's a story.
Yeah.
It's quite similar to the last one in that they seem like stories, you know?
Oh, God. Yep.
This is like more of like, oh shit, one sec. Fuck. I almost died in the sun. What's that like Myriad website for like the ARG thing? Because every time I try searching that up, like I can't find it.
Do you search it up on your phone?
Is that what you do?
Well, no, I'm just asking because it's.
No, I search it up on my computer.
Just literally go into Google and just put in Satcom 70 and everything will. That's the Myriad dashboard page. It'll bring up what looks like a phone, and then you just click uplink dashboard at the top, or uplink app at the top of the phone, and it'll take you to the Satcom page where you've got all the Dreamers and whatnot.
Yep, it's taking me to it. It says what? Where? Uplink dashboard. Oh. That's cool.
So the one thing to think about next and everything else is getting a lot of sleep before it drops. You know?
Yeah.
It'd be nice to even have a time frame to go along with that date, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it would be.
But we just have to think about it logically. When was it like posted mostly?
All the other updates I think have been 12 o'clock releases.
Yeah, because I remember Atlas Rises, when that came out, I was I realised it came out and I jumped out of my chair. And I started downloading it and it took 4 hours and it finished at 4 o'clock around that time, so...
Oh, Jesus. Where do you live, man?
I was going to shout out to Laragan. He's just subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much, dude, man. That's awesome.
Laragan says Discord link expired. Really? On this video? Fucking hell. God.
What's that
keeps
the one
happening.
that we've got in the channel?
Yeah.
We'll have to...
I had a permalink for it, and it's meant to be in my chat.
Yeah.
I'll drop a new link into the chat. That's what I'll do. Actually, if you type in !Discord, that's actually a new link. Laragan. It'll make it easier because you'll get once you type in the link, you'll get it there.
I've also had Fusionary say I want the multiplayer. To share my experiences, but I definitely want to go exploring on my own too. Yeah, I'm the same as well.
That's why I think co-op would be brilliant, because it seems like a kind of drop in, drop out kind of style.
Yeah.
If I'm to be believed now, or if I'm to believe what I hear, not if I'm to be believed. Yeah, I'm a fucking liar. I have information I'm lying about. Yeah, that's what it seems, you know?
Yeah.
It just seems that they're building up a lot of co-op, like, because he keeps reiterating, oh, if you want to be that guy for PvP. So it seems like they put some PvP in it, but that's not the focus. Yet again, it's not the focus of the game.
Yeah, I don't reckon it'll be the focus of the game either.
No. But people are completely running with it, you know? They hear, oh, you can prey on others, fine, yeah, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna fucking kill left, right and centre, this person, that person, you know?
Gotta find them first.
Yeah.
And that's something people keep forgetting, man. That universe is fucking huge, man.
Yeah,
like,
256 galaxies.
Yeah, you're gonna have a hard time trying to find people. It's not gonna be as simple as, oh, I'm just gonna go here and go kill a load of people.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's going to be a separate mode, but that separate mode is going to be a scaled-down version of the universe. Maybe it takes place just in one solar system, and it's probably during the conflict. Like, you know, if you think about it, time, like I said over and over again, I don't know why I keep going back to this, but it's just in my gut. I feel like that. They've already done portals and everything like that. Why not time travel? But they already have it implemented because Polo and Nada are actually time travelers. They're in an anomaly. So why not utilize that and make everybody that wants PvP go back to the Great War and fight the Great War?
Yeah.
In a simulation. And there you go. That's your PvP for you. Know? Have fun.
PvP.
Pardon?
I'm not really a big fan of PvP because like, what's the yeah, it could be a bit fun, but like grieving other players who've worked hard to get that stuff, it's like you don't want to take that. Unless they're like grieving you, then it's like, stop it, I need to defend myself.
I don't know, PvP can be fun if you implement roleplay into it and people take it.
Yeah.
People take it in the right manner rather than getting arsey if somebody does kill them. You just gotta take it all with a pinch of salt. Like, it's a game at the end of the day, everybody wants to enjoy it.
Yeah. But I think, like, you know, like for the fact that I trust Hello Games, and I keep saying, I keep reiterating, they're not going to leave anybody out. They're not going to piss off the people that bought it purely as a single player experience. Because I have my box right there. On the back of it, it says 1 player. You know, it doesn't say 1 to 4, doesn't say 1 to 8. You know, and it just says network capabilities. You know, network stuff. You know, like that doesn't scream to me multiplayer game, and that's what I bought. You know, I bought it twice. I bought it on Steam. I bought it on PS4 because I know there's a single player experience there, but a lot of people are just like, you know, oh no, this is what it's going to be. We're going to wipe the universe. Everybody's going to be merged into one mode, like, you know. Yeah. Because of course, Sean Murray, he can't afford fucking one server, you know, more than one. You know, we all have to play in the same mode. You know?
Well, you've actually got Fusion totally agreeing with you there. He's just said, I agree with Alpha about special instance of the galaxy for multiplayer. Everybody is assuming we'll be in an MMO type environment, but what if it's only the 4 people in your squad and no one else?
Yeah, what if it's like, you know, like, obviously, like, you can choose to use multiplayer, but what if it's like just going into a party, not a massive MMO?
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. The way it could be is like how Destiny do it at the moment, where you can go into, you'll have like lobby areas, so like their citadel or whatever, and you'll be able to see up to 16 other players there, but as soon as you leave that citadel, you're either on your own or with another four people, or 3 people. Yeah. But I don't know, like...
the hubs, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I don't know, I do quite like the idea of PvP in it. I just think it could bring some fun to the game.
No, I know. Like, I totally agree. And the way I agree with it is, like, you know, PvP, co-op, all that stuff would be necessary as long as they keep the base game, you know?
Yeah.
Like don't sacrifice the single player experience for what other people want, you know?
Yeah, totally agree.
Because people that have been banging on about multiplayer since the start have been, like, you know, basically going on about it. They haven't been supporting the fucking game all along, you know? They've just been complaining that there is no multiplayer.
Yeah, that's what they want.
Yeah, and now that they have it, you know, just because they have it, don't turn around and say that the entire game is just fucking what you want, you know? After 2 years of other people, like, spending their time, their you know, time is something you don't get back. Yeah, people complain about money. Money can be fucking replaced, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever, like, you know? So, like, you know, if you don't like the game after 2 hours, what are you after doing? You wasted 2 hours.
Yeah.
What else could you have done in 2 fucking hours, like, you know, that... Like, you know,
could have watched a good film.
Yeah, and that's it. What do you pay for that fucking film, you know? Like, these days, I don't even know. I don't like cinemas, but like, what, 10?
Yeah, it depends if you're going to the cinemas or buying the DVD. If you're going to cinemas, it'll probably be about 500 quid.
Yeah, if you get caught with your phone in your hand, I assume. Yeah.
No, I get what you mean. A lot of people have spent a lot of time, and they've spent a lot of time trying to convince other people that this game is worthy of buying.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't throw that back in people's faces.
Yeah, but I doubt they're going to.
But no, I don't think they will. Like you said, I have full faith in Hello Games, and
yeah,
I always
like they said, we've got something everybody will enjoy, so they know. They know that the people that have, like, you can't say that if there's a lot of people playing it in a single player experience for the last 2 years.
Yeah. Exactly.
To turn around saying everybody's going to be pleased, because they know. Operation Game says, what's up? Not much, dude. We are just after talking about a lot of things related to the latest element that was unlocked, element 5, I think. And we have a transcript there in the Discord. If you're a part of the Discord, you can actually read that. It's in the No Man's Sky. That's what we came up to after listening to it. And yeah, it's all written there. It's kind of like a little story. There's a lot more to it than other people are first thought.
Yeah, there is, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Do you wanna start wrapping things up? You're coming up to 2 hours now.
Yeah, it's no problem. Just like 2 hours and 7 minutes. So
yeah.
7 minutes for the intro, and yeah, that's 2 hours of a show, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
pretty much. But yeah, I mean, it's been awesome listening to that. To that file again and speculating with you and everybody else like about it, and even some like new ideas and stuff just for what people would like to see in the game and that.
Yeah. It was fun.
It was indeed.
Hopefully more to talk about next week when it comes to the unlocks.
Yeah, well, it's going to be the last element unlock, so as far as we know, this is actually going to be the last little bit of information we get from them.
Yeah.
That we know of, anyway.
Until they release like a trailer for like on their channel or something.
Yep.
I think it'll probably be one last element, because that's all there is.
Maybe
and then
like
one last live drop or something like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
what if their stream goes live again? You know, does anybody think about that and have a week of that? Like, you know,
that would be cool.
But yeah, it's been fun. Let's wrap things up then. Yeah. So we'll see all you guys in the next one.
Yeah, it's been an awesome show as usual. Thank you for coming on, Ben, and thank you to who else was it who came on? He's changed his name, has he? I'm sure it was Sean Murray the God, wasn't it? But he's changed his name on Discord.
He changed his God. It was the
Buff
man,
Lizard Man.
Buff Lizard Man.
Buff Lizard Man, that's the one. Yeah, thank you for coming on as well and chatting with us. Thank you again to Laragan for subscribing to me.
It's been nice talking to you, lads.
Yeah,
that's no problem, dude.
Good talking to you as well, man. And yeah, like we do this every Sunday, so you're always free to come back on and chat with us again.
Yeah, and Laragan says, see you guys, we'll come on next time once I get my USB DAC. Yeah, no problem, dude.
Awesome, man. Awesome.
Look forward to it.
Yeah. Once again, thank you all for coming along and hopefully see you next time.
See you guys.